Hello everyone, I'm Alistair and welcome back to Timberborn. Insane challenge is still going on and we are growing stronger and stronger, but still fragile. We need to be careful. So, since we have... we are in the middle of a bat, right? If you didn't notice from the last episode, but never mind. It's only 9.5 days to be going. What I was going to say, we have this area for growing trees. I may have to move all these blueberries somewhere else, maybe even on this island, because we are not really needing that many of them, nor we are really, using them constantly. So I may build like a forester here on this side and use this part of this island growing for the blueberries. That should be enough. And then, or maybe even before that, we can use this island for growing food. We will just need to have a few bridges, not that we need them, but I want them. Someone suggested that they can be traveling underground, underwater to get their wet food. Yeah, that's true, definitely. I'm fine with that, but I want to have some nicer bridges built, because why not? I like building useless stuff, as you may have already noticed. I'm not going to do it right away, I'm just planning. So let's see. Okay, we need to be here like this. Okay, not the worst. How we can make it nice? It will not work. Okay, so here in the middle we will have these 3 platforms. It will be that way built. Stairs here, then we will remove these stairs probably, and all those unnecessary roads. Yeah, this can go. We are going to chop down these trees that are here. We have plenty of logs anyways. And as someone mentioned, yeah, for sure, we should go steam engine. We have an access to metal right now. I am using most of it for building our large tanks, but we should definitely replace this large power wheel with a steam engine. That's 400 science. Let's stockpile those metal blocks. Let's pause building of these 2 water tanks for now. And let's go and wait a second. How many do we need? 20. Okay, 20 gears and 20. Perfect. We can do it right away. Let's go and replace that. I'm putting it on the highest priority. Do that. And yeah, we are out of planks. Pause gears and start making planks again. So that's that. And then here... where to put the forester? Maybe on a platform here? Like this? Yeah, I think that will work. We can remove this lumberjack. Yeah, this is getting contaminated, but we can fix that. Don't build this yet. We can do the same thing we've done already on the other island. We doesn't need to go all the way around. Maybe this will be enough. So we are going to do this. And we maybe get more land. And I'm not going to remove these kohlrabis, at least not yet. We are going to start growing corn. Because corn is more efficient. And as some of you mentioned, we already should rather switch to that. Well, switch. Start growing corn. But what am I going to do is probably then start growing the corn, processing it and everything, and then get rid of the kohlrabis for the time being. It depends on how big our population is. But we can do that and then only have the corn. So we will need a food factory for that. We can unlock it already. That's 300 science. And we don't need anything else. We will need only corn and some logs. to produce corn rations. And you can see that ratio, 1 corn, 5 rations. That's perfect. So we will be able to do it with only this area here and feed our whole population. Let me put a lumberjack down here for a while to chop down the rest of these oaks here. And we will need an irrigation here. We can for sure build the farm on the platforms up here to save the land. It's 3 or 2 blocks long. I think it's 3, right? No, it's 2. Okay. We can do this. Then have a stairs down, or maybe... Yeah, we will have a stairs down. But the path will be connected here. Let's do it this way. Yeah, we will adjust this throughout the drought, so I don't lose this water inside, or maybe when we pump most of it out. So that's that, and we may start closing some of these bad water sources. Since we have an access to metal, we don't really need to build this bad water discharge. That would be really good for power generation throughout the drought, that's for sure. But for now we can do the stuff as I was doing before, with the overhangs, impermeable floor, levees, and some sluices. Yeah, we can unlock sluice, right? Yeah, 400 science. So we can do that, and at least lower the amount of bad water that is being spewed out here. We could even do the same here with the water source, but that will be a much bigger project. Okay, so this is good for now. Oh, what's this? Rubble. Logs. Can you use those? So they don't go to waste. And look at that, we have the engine. Okay, now bring some logs in. Maybe we should prioritize it so they know they should go and there and bring the logs. Maybe we can even have a small industrial pile here for the logs. Okay, engine is working. And we should have enough power now for everything that we need. Okay, we are down to 22 beavers. Let's go and unpause the second breeding pod. And for now, just let them to do their work, as I put down a lot for them that needs to be built. So we are going to wait for that a little bit. Oh yeah, this is too far away. That's fine. We can pause this. We don't really need it right now. Let's rather build the other stuff that I tell them to do. And for processing the corn, we will need to build it somewhere close here, or bring the power shaft somewhere else. I think we will start moving buildings here on the lake, because we are keeping producing enough planks for that. We have enough logs, so we should definitely do that. And I shall replace more of these pine trees with the oaks. So let's clear planting area, all these pine trees. We will replace them with oaks, just like we did here. Little bit of turbo speed. 6 days to go. Do we have 4 builders? Yes, we still have 4 builders, 21 beavers. And since the engine is built, let's keep working on the large tanks too. That will require a lot of planks, but we will manage. Okay, what are they working on? And the bad tide is over. Nice. And we even finished one of the large tanks. Good. So we can hold now almost 9,000 water. I'm going to wait for this bad water to, you know, get out. Maybe we should destroy these 3 levees to help with that. Yeah. I guess one day maybe, and this will be cleared out. Don't crash on me. Damn it, it crashed. For fuck's sake. I'll be right back. Okay, we are back. Let's close the... turn off the fog. Okay. We lost only like 3 minutes, so nothing really that serious. The last save was at 3 minutes ago, I think, from this one. Or from when it crashed. Yeah, the large tank is not finished yet, unfortunately. But it will be soon. I don't know why it is crashing so much. I am playing on Linux for most of the time from the Timberborn that I'm recording. And even on an experimental, you know, branch, I never had so many crashes like on this last one. So I hope it will not be happening on 1.0 release. Because it's kinda unfortunate. I never needed to, you know, think about game crashing on me as much as right now. So I need to be, only not for the autosave, I need to be saving it myself more often than usual, and sometimes I forget. Anyways, I forgot what I was doing. Yeah, let them just build the stuff. Yeah, let's go and speed it up. Right, we were out of the bad tide already, yeah. So we lost like 5 days. Never mind. Let's remove these 3 levees, as I did before. And continue building these large tanks. We are at 20 beavers, that's okay. Yeah, I was mentioning that we are going to start building on a lake. Maybe we can even move everything here on a lake. That will be for the best, but... maybe I want to first deepen it. Because this, as I mentioned before, we can go, I think, 3 blocks down. No, 2 blocks down we can go. So maybe after all we should start collecting the bad water. Yeah, let's keep working on that. We will need a tank for the bad water. And did I unlock? Yeah, I unlocked the dynamite and explosive factory last episode. Okay. And the bad tide is ending. Good. Just a quick save. So we would want to build the explosive factory here. And the storage for the bad water. And I will want another storage for bad water closer to this pump when it is finished. And if we build that staircase differently, yeah. Let's do it this way. We can have a storage up here. Okay. And preferably start to make the, what it is called, I always forget. Yeah, the extract. Yeah. Extract. So we can do double dynamite. We will slowly get to it. That's fine. Let's go and wait for this water to go away. Okay, we can open these floodgates now. And bring in more fresh water. Yeah, I forgot to do this. we are going to replace all of the pine trees. Let's do even this side right now. Everything will be oaks. And when this forester here is built, we are going to move the blueberries on that island. Okay, that one tank is finished. Ah, we can build another one. We have enough planks, so let's do it. And maybe have one more pump running for a time to fill it up a little bit quickly. Oh, this dried out. Yeah, I closed this floodgate. That's fine. Let's fill it up again. We are missing like 5 beavers, but that's fine. We can deal with that. Keep making those planks. Keep making metal blocks. Oh, this is almost finished. Perfect. Can't get all the required materials. Ah, yeah, the gears. Let's switch the production for a while. 2 gears, so we can finish that second tank. And another bad tide is approaching. So the last one was 10 days. I wonder how long this one will be. And we are slowly building the second level of this wall. Perfect. But now when I'm thinking about it, we will not be able to grow here anything if we are going to flood it. So we need to redo this a little bit. Not a big deal. I think we will do the barrier like this, so we can still use that land. If we had an access to dirt excavator, we would just simply can, you know, bring it higher, but that's not the case for us. So let's do this first. That will, you know, it will take a little bit longer to finish this project, but it is okay. I'm willing to do it to get more water in. It is worth it. Then we can build on the lake, of course. We will replace these suspension bridges with platforms. Yeah, that's something that we can do. Like, we have this road here. Let's continue from this one. And we can go like this. This will be our, you know, temporary road. Let's start with that. And then we will expand from there. And maybe, you know what? Let's have another change to make it a little bit harder on us in a late game. Do not use dirt excavator. What about that? So we will not be able to terraform as much, and if we are going to blast something off, then it stays that way. So let's do that. Yeah, that sounds like a fun limitation. So we will not be able to expand these islands. We can dry the lake out and use that land. Alright, I like this. I know that I didn't set this from the beginning, but it just come to my mind, so to limit it that way. So yeah, no dirt excavators. Dynamite, yes, but no dirt excavator. So if I blast something out, it stays that way. Okay, that may be interesting. And this is finished. I just didn't connect to the road. So hopefully they will be more efficient on transferring water into these tanks. As it is now connected. Much better. And maybe keeping only 3 pumps running. Well, I meant 2 pumps. Yeah, let's pause 1 pump. Let's have only 2 running. Okay, they are working on that, but maybe we should focus on this island. Yeah, you can do this first. Oh, bad that started. Pause. Yeah, I forgot to close the floodgate. Now, like that. Alright, we are safe. And close this one. No harm done, and 15 days. Not the worst, but definitely much longer than the last one. 50% longer. I prioritized to building all of this. We don't really need this bridge, but I think it will look nice, so let's do it anyways. So we will do that, the farm, everything, chop down these oaks here. And we start growing the corn. And here, plant me more oaks. As the oaks are the superior trees. In every way. And since we will be rebuilding this, we can have that forest up here. It will be a little bit further away from the road, but he can definitely reach to more areas. And I'm going to prioritize working on this to try to, you know, lower that contamination. And what else we can do right now? Not much really, still making gears. Yes, we need like 17 more gears. Fair enough. They really take forever to make. Ah, but we are out of planks. Okay, let's switch back to plank production. We need our planks. Quick save. And turbo speed. Okay, they're already finishing up the farm. That's good. I'm going to pause the lumberjacks here. Oh, actually, it's one. So we can have this lumberjack be working. And get rid of those oaks there. Don't forget to replant these. Okay, pause the farm. We don't need it right away. Why is no one working here? I need to increase the priority for workplace. Because I paused every lumberjack. We definitely need at least one running. All these oaks must disappear. Right, and this farm will be able to reach every corner here. That's perfect. When we have an access to explosives, we can even make it flat. But we will not be able to fill this gap, which will bother me a little bit. But I already decided no terrain blocks, no dirt excavators, then so. It will remain like this forever. So I will need to figure out the irrigation here differently. We can dig down, but if I make a mistake, then that mistake will stay forever. Anyways. Let's continue here. Keep filling that amp. And bad tide ended. Nice. So again we will wait for a day until it clears up. Most of the oaks from here are gone. There are a few that they can still reach. But let's reopen one here. We need to be chopping down trees on this island. Ah, yeah, they are working on this. Look at that. There is no contamination here anymore. And since we've done it like this, yeah, these levees are now redundant. Because the reservoir will end here. So yeah, I removed those. We can prioritize building this forester. We don't have enough beavers really to work 2 foresters, but we don't need to. We will just swap for this forester for a while until he plants all the blueberries, and then we can stop it. Because we will be only replanting that if we lose the blueberries. Blueberries. Yeah, jazzberries, blueberries, rockberries, whatever. Let's bring all the water in. Yeah, let's fill it up nicely. I'm going to keep this floodgate closed for a while, as it is more important to bring water here than it is to bring it here into this section. What about you? Yes, we are still missing 7 gears. Later. For now, let's keep making metal blocks and planks. Metal blocks takes forever to make, so let's keep doing that. Well, it takes 2 hours, but they need to bring from far away the scrap metal or whatever. So let's keep that running. I don't want to be pausing it. And another bad tide is approaching, and right after the temper season just started, so this will be very short one, only 6 days. So we better to fill up our water here. Well, we will be fine, probably, but it will be again a longer one because this was 15, the last one, so now I guess it will be 20. It can be lower, but or maybe the minimum is 15. I don't exactly remember how I set it up in the first video. I would need to rewatch it, as I didn't write it down anywhere, so I don't remember. But the longest that it can be, I don't know if I put it on 120 days or 150 days. Can't remember. It will be a surprise, I guess. We will get smashed with it and find out the hard way. Okay, we have this forester. No, let's unpause it. Someone was already working there, right? Anyways, that road can remain for now. Or not? You know what? Let's remove it. Let's remove the road. You should have collected all these logs. That's just a waste to leave them here. And we will have our temporary road from going here. So we will connect it to a road here, like this. Okay, now I can put down the blueberries. And to get access to here, to those levees that we didn't build yet, we can do this. And I don't need to build a road down here. So, blueberries. Let's plant here. And I think this is already more than we have. Maybe, or maybe the same amount. I'm not going to count them. That's fine. Who we can send here to work on that? Let's pause the fluid dump. Hopefully he will be sent here. Nope. Let's increase the workplace priority then. What is unstuffed? Ah yeah, the scavenger flag. That's okay. Let's keep it paused anyways. Nothing to do in range. Ah, you chop down all the trees here. Perfect. You can go. We still have enough logs even with the one, but well, there were technically 2 running, but let's keep it for a while and we will see. And here, yeah, when this water level gets down, I'm going to remove these levees and rebuild it a little bit. Remove the stairs for now. Yeah, we will move that levee here, remove the stairs. And the road can stay like this, so they can reach everywhere without an issue. And we'll be able to start growing corn. But without the irrigation, this will go dry, so maybe we should leave this area and build another fluid dump here, so we can fill this up. We can make it later deeper. Or maybe we can make an irrigation tower here in the middle. But for now, I think this will work. Okay, bad tide is here, so let's close the floodgates. And let's keep this dry, it doesn't matter really. Oh, 12 days, okay. So the minimum may be at 8 days or these 12 days, don't know. But it is not 15 for sure. Yeah, this is now dried out. Okay, I didn't think it through. That's my usual problem. So we need a way to irrigate this. I think the best way would be here in the middle somewhere. I don't know how far it will reach, but for now we can do at least this. It's not the best, but it will work for now. Yeah, let's build that. At least you can see that I didn't really plan it in advance. This is just improvisation, everything. And I like it that way. So the blueberry production is postponed. Let our builders do their job. We have only one building unstaffed apparently. That's good. And only one lumberjack running. Plenty of planks. So let's open the gear workshop and open the second lumberjack. And we are going to finish that large tank finally. Okay, this southern wall is finished. So for us to be able to fill this up completely, we need to finish this wall now. But currently they are working on that bad tide pump. Well, bad water pump, sorry. But I'm going to prioritize this. Prioritize this. And then maybe this part? That will be a lot of planks. But yeah. No point of having those planks in a storage if we are not going to use it. And we can save some if we don't build these platforms. That is not for a while. And we will just use the levee for the road. We can go even this way. Like that. Since this is finished, let's remove this road. The rest they can build from the top, from here. From this island. Oh yeah, look at that. Plenty of oaks here. That's what we want to see. Oh, blueberries are low. Okay, let's open the gather flag again. And fill the storage. And look at that, our large tank is finished. I will keep the gear workshop running for a couple of days to fill our stockpile at least a little bit. Maybe we can do on this island irrigation here from this top mountain or whatever it is, hilltop. That will be 3. I don't like doing this much because it takes a lot of space, but I think this will work much better than this little pond here in a corner. This is more central. I think this will be better. And we can even build on top of it second farm. So we will be working like this. But it is only 1 deep. We will rebuild it later. But for our needs currently, this will work. So we can have a farm like this. And maybe we can squeeze a flowing dump here, yeah. Connected with one road. Like that. Yep, that will work. This farm can't reach that far, but we can do this staircase and then suddenly they can reach everything without an issue. And this will be all corn then. And I need to find out place where we will build the food processor or food factory. Maybe we can go a little bit vertical even. Or maybe build some platforms. We have a power shaft here that's like a little bit inconvenient place. But we can always bring it up. Or we can build like a stairs, and here the power shaft. And connect it here. But for that we will need 3 platforms? No, double platforms here. Okay, so maybe we can do it like this. Another double platform here, path. And here we will need stairs, and in the middle power shaft. So we are going to disconnect the rest of the... But no, we are only going to disconnect the smelter and steam engine. But that's fine. Let's remove the road. And this one and this one. And prioritize building these stairs. Can do this. Then put a road on top. Not under, but on top. Damn it. And here we will have a power shaft, and that way it will not be connected because it needs to be connected in the middle. Okay, we need to move this by 1 block, unfortunately. So it needs to be like this. Yeah, now it will be connected, and we don't need those platforms now. Like this. Okay, this will work. For sure. So let's build this path first. Oh, we are out of planks again. Swap the plank production. Look at that, we are almost, we can already call that a 10,000 water that we can have in a storage. 9,960. That's an achievement. Okay, let's start making those planks. And rebuild the path. Okay, there are plenty of building projects going on, so I'm not going to be adding any more. We are going to just wait for them to finish. Our blueberry storage is filled up, so we can pause that gatherer flag. And I'm checking if we can replant, well, replace some pine trees with the oaks, but it seems that we can't right now. They have plenty of wood that they are chopping down. That forest will last us for a while. Oh, they are working on this irrigation. Nice. Well, it's really like a pond or a well. And don't forget to save, just in case. And 1 day to go. Soon we will fill this up with water again. Maybe this temperate season will be a little bit longer than 6 days. Maybe. And maybe we should increase the well-being a little bit. What is the easiest way to do it? We can build some beaver statues or busts. Or even a labor monument. We don't have enough science. Because that costs only logs. We could definitely do that, but we don't have enough science. For now. Let's do some beaver bust. That cost only 5 metal blocks. And we can build them on these small storages. We just need to connect, cover the main roads where they're traveling a lot. Like here. Yeah, let's build it here, and we are going to remove this. No, not yet. We need to first build the stairs, and then we can remove these bridges. Look at this, no contamination here. That's perfect. And don't forget to open the gates. Let the fresh water in. I would really like to increase our population, but we can't. Just don't do it. It's not worth it. It will backfire again. We are sitting at 22 beavers. That's quite alright. We can increase the well-being and bring it a little bit higher because they will live a little bit longer. Where it is. Currently we have no bonus for life expectancy. But there was somewhere that I can see it, right? Ah, now it is plus 20%, and the next one is... Oh, next one is on well-being 17. So we at least need to be at well-being 7, which we are. Alright, so we don't need to work that much on it. And this is slowly being finished. Good, good, good. And then we will transfer the blueberries here. Okay, and we don't need these levees here. Not anymore. And they rebuild those stairs. Okay, remove the bridges. Maybe try collect this rubble. And here we will going to just add 2 more levees. Alright, we have plenty of water here, so let's fill up this section too. Because we can. Alright, that's finished. Now let's focus on this wall. And then we are going to focus on making the corn farm. Okay, you don't have a path. Ah, yeah, the stairs are not finished yet. That's fine. Let's open this forester and start planting those blueberries. And I'm going to fill this up. Maybe we can have even some small tank with water here. When we have enough holes, we can fill this up with water again. With water constantly, and this worker will not need to go all the way here to the storage and back. Only to the small one and back. But currently... And we have 2 holes. Nice. And we can plant even on this side more blueberries. Okay, and stop filling this up because we will flood it, which we don't want to do right now. I think this one is always empty because they are using it most, as it is close to houses probably. This one is even closer, so I don't know, maybe they like this tank more. Because it is always empty. Okay, this is looking good. I like that. I don't like these stumps here inside, so let's just remove them with the road. And they are gone. Everything is going nice and smoothly. It is suspicious. But if we are careful, nothing that bad should happen to us. At least nothing bad happened for quite a few cycles already. So we are on a good path. The construction of the wall is going quite well, but it will take us the whole cycle to build it probably, maybe even longer. And I just speed it up, and the next drought will be here in 3 days. So we will have 11 days of temperate season. That's good enough. And the drought will be a long one. I guess it will be... It can be from 15 days up, so maybe it will... 15? No, from 50 days. So it will be at least 50 days, but I guess it will be much longer. I will guess 70 days long. And we are not really pumping that much water, or maybe they're using a little bit more. I would really like to see all these tanks to be filled up constantly. But with 2 pumps, maybe not. Let's open the 3rd one for a while. Not that we really need it, but I want my storages to be filled up to the brim. And we have these blueberries planted, so we can pause the forester. As he has nothing to do here, he can be utilized somewhere else, in better places. No pine trees for replanting. That's fine. So we have only 2 buildings unstaffed. 2 inventors. Okay, that's not bad. And we are going to go over on scrap metal. I may unlock this scavenger flank again and bring the stockpile up. Let's fill this like a little bit more as the water went down a bit. But do not overflow. We don't have any pumps built here, but let's keep it green. Why not? Alright, I think that's enough. Oh, we are at 24 beavers. That might be a record so far. And I'm shuffling this one beaver all over the place, from one fluid dump to another one. And soon there will be another one that will need to be, you know, micromanaged so far. But I can deal with that. We have 2 injured beavers, and we have 2 beds. Okay. .2 days. Let's increase the floodgates, and we will need to wait throughout the drought. Let's see how long it will be. I guessed 70 days. 71 days. Nice. I wasn't far away from that at all. 71 days to go. And I'm going to keep these 3 pumps running, because I see that not all of our tanks are filled up. Okay, we apparently need around 7,000 water. So we should be perfectly fine, even if we didn't pump out any water for the duration. And currently, how's the power? Supply and demand is fine. We are generating 400 and using only 200. So that's good. Ooh, planks are full. So maybe we should start... Well, we can't. I want to start, you know, transferring the buildings here, but I want to deepen this lake. But maybe we can move some stuff onto this side. Not completely on a lake, but let's use these areas that will be, you know, underwater. So we can do like this and move some of the buildings here. We can do that, but we have so much work for our builders right now, so I think I'm going to expand the storage for the planks instead, like this. This will be our plank storage, so we can keep producing plank and building a good stockpile and then using it at once. So let's build this first. I put it on the highest priority. And I must not forget about our fluid dumps. So we will have a storage for another 180 planks. And we will keep producing. Unconnected build. Ah, yeah, that's the storage. That's fine. 4 unstaffed buildings, including the scavenger. That's unfortunate. And it's okay. You know what? Let's pause the smelter for a while. Anyways, the productivity is very low because this stockpile here is empty. No scrap metal there. So let's build a stockpile here and then we will open the smelter again. And how the food factory will need 120 power. Okay, we can deal with that. Even with 1 engine. I forgot to prioritize the stairs, so they ignored them Build the stairs, damn it. Let's go turbo speed. It will not be lagging now as there is no waterfall going on the map. Okay, those tanks are quite full. Let's go back to just 2 pumps. That should be enough. Alright, then second storage for the planks is working, so we can stockpile now more. 380 planks together. In the meanwhile, they are finishing this wall. Then they should build this small tank for water. And then they should do this irrigation here for this new corn farm. Ooh, we've had 1 unemployed beaver for a second there. I have not seen that for a very long time. I'm keeping my beavers quite busy. Ooh, again, we have 2 unemployed. Bloody hell. I think let's open the builder's hut. So we can have excess population be diverted there to help with the construction. Okay, we have this tank here and they're already delivering water there. That's perfect. Okay, most of the water dried out. Or we pumped it out. No, that dried out. We are going to pump out all the water from here. And then we will switch to our backup pumps. Into our north territory there. Okay, let's pause that farm for a while. Oh, we are back to 23 beavers, okay. So no more builders for us. I mean the excess beavers. And this irrigation is already working. But there should be always only 1 point dump running. As I'm micromanaging it. Okay, so this means that we can start growing the corn. Can start doing that, but we need storage for it. And food factory needs to be built. Alright. So I'm not going to open those farms yet. We are going to build storage here, and this will be for the corn and for the corn rations. And we can extend the road here to make it a little bit shorter path. So 2 storages here, the medium ones, that's enough for now. So 1 will be corn and 1 corn rations. Where are you? Here. Let's go and prioritize building the storage and then the food factory. Oh, we have an explosives factory, okay, but keep that paused. And keep paused the bad water pump. We don't need it right now. And here we can bring that small water tank too. For this fluid dump. It's starting to look good. Look at this. The industry is growing. And we have only 1 building unstaffed. That's good. We are not making any metal blocks right now. I want to first produce enough scrap metal. And transfer it here, of course. Closer to our smelter. And that requires time. Okay, we have that new small tank here ready for our fluid dump. Let's extend the field for the corn. We will use each piece of the land here that we can. But at the same time, we must still keep growing the kohlrabis. Because this needs to be processed and grown and whatever. So I will be putting only 1 and 1 farmer here. So we will need 2 more beavers. For that. Food factory doesn't need to be running from the start. Only when we finally produce some corn. And we are out of planks, out of gears. Yeah, they are building this platform. That's fine. Let them do it. And... or you know what? Let's pause the builders for a second. And let's make more gears, rather. We have 2 unemployed, so let's start planting the corn. But we will not be able to construct anything right now. But that's okay. We've done a lot. Ooh, 26 beavers. And a 10,000 water. I like that. I like those numbers going up. And being stable. Stable is perfect. And we are planting our first corn. Lovely. And we can pause these farms for now, as it will take how long? 10 days to grow that corn. So those beavers can be working somewhere else. Oh, and our blueberries are growing up here, so we are going to build a gather flag here. And what we need to fill up next? Let's do this one. But for now, let's open this gather flag, and we are going to clear planting area here, and then we will remove it. Just collect what you can, and we are going to remove the blueberry bushes. And replace that with the oaks. We have enough for now, but that will change in the future, so it's better to have a surplus. Okay, 18 gears. How many do we need? Oh, only 15. Okay, we can unpause the builders. Pause these 2 pumps as the water is gone and go pumping up there north. Nice. Alright, food factory is done. So now we just need to wait for the corn to grow. Okay, these few here are already done, but I'm going to wait for all of them to be ready. And the blueberries storage is full. So we can remove these blueberries from here. And even prioritize it with the builders. Otherwise they will ignore it for any other building that they are going to do. As these resources for demolition, it's really the lowest priority, I guess, in a game. Or at least one of the lowest. And all this will be replaced with the oaks. Oh, he can't reach all the way here? Strange. They were planted trees before. I must have changed something with the road or whatever. It's fine, we'll have more here in the front. I was wondering why this is always filled up, and I forgot that I kept this running forever. So we had 2 full dams running constantly. It's fine, we still have kinda enough beavers. Only 2 buildings are unstaffed and both of them are inventors. And soon we will need 2 more beavers, at least 2 more beavers for the corn rations. So I made to lower the workers in these farmhouses. At least the one for planting, maybe. Yeah, let's do that already now. And for those rations, we will want bigger storage, but this one is quite expensive. 80 planks, yeah. We are using all the gears? Apparently, yes, but I don't know where. Here. I forgot about this medium tank. That's okay. I want another storage for the corn. And I don't really want to build much here. I shouldn't already build this, because I want to deepen it, yeah. I should have done it from this side. So 1 storage, 2nd storage. Let's copy this. I will keep it there for now since it is already built, but later I will move it elsewhere. Let's build that, please. And pause the gear production. Let's focus on planks right now. So many oaks. That's a plenty of wood. It is perfect. I could really use another industrial lumber mill, but we are lacking population for that. But maybe later we will add another one. First we need to have enough water for our 180 maximum drought for the current population, and then we can increase that. So I was saying last time we need around 15,000 water, I think, or 20 something beavers. I'm not sure, I don't remember. Let me check. So we have we've had maximum 26 beavers, so let's go with 26. So we need 14,000 water. So we need to add 3 more of these, or more preferably 4. That will be more than 4,000 water added. In a storage, I mean. Yeah, so we will do that first, and then we can add another breeding pod. Okay. Let's stop planting here. How's the corn? 75%. Okay. And we have our little oasis here and there, keeping us going. That's perfect. And we pumped all the water. We can only use our last pump. Oh, we have our corn, and we have 2 unemployed beavers right now. So let's open this farm and start collecting. And then when our storage is full, we will start making corn rations. And maybe from the next season we will not be growing kohlrabis at all, as we don't have enough beavers to be running, 4 farms. Well, not even fully staffed, but the corn ration is more, more nutritious. We can make 5 rations from just 1 corn. And from this 1 plant we can have 2 corn. So we are growing way more than we are doing with the kohlrabis. It's better to have, more options for food. But I'm going to switch to corn completely, at least for some time. No, of course not forever. Okay, I'm going to lower workers here in this farmhouse. I'm going to increase here for the corn, for the gathering. And maybe we should prioritize this 1 farm at least with the haulers, so they bring the corn with a priority to that storage. Yes, like that. And we have 2 inventors working, I think. No building is unstaffed, so let's open the food factory and start making corn rations. Alright, so we have our first corn rations ready. Look at that, 100. We are going to fill up the storage, at least 1. And we will slowly phase out the kohlrabis for now. We will come back to them later. Again, we will not forget about them forever. But I can use those 2 beavers somewhere else. We have 1 unemployed even. Bloody hell. Restart the smelter. We'll probably need more power. And I need to be careful about the power now that we will be relying on food factory that needs power to operate. We can always add the second engine. It shouldn't be that hard, we have enough logs for it. Ah, yeah, I know why we have unemployed beavers here. We have only 1 pump running right now. Makes sense. 36 days to go, but we have our corn rations. Finally. You know what? I'm going to stop, clear this area for planting completely. We are just going to harvest what we grown from the kohlrabis. How they are doing? Oh, they have all their power. And we have smelter, lumber mill and food factory running at the same time. We are producing 400 and the demand is 395, so that's perfect. So maybe, yeah, usually when we are running the gear workshop, the lumber mill is stopped. So we can run these three at the same time. Gear workshop is using a little bit more power, I think, than the lumber mill. Yeah, 120, but we will be still fine. We will be able to produce food. And we have a storage for only 600, but we can swap some of those storages for the kohlrabis when they emptied, when they will be empty. We can swap them for the corn rations. And we were going to rebuild this island a little bit. We are not even using these two pumps, so I'm going to get rid of them. I didn't turn them on for a very long time, so no point having them there. Those roads, we will adjust that. And I am again talking and running this on 30 speed and forgetting to be, you know, moving around my fluid damp beaver. I must not forget about that because something will dry out. And we don't want that. And we are still at 9,000 water. That's perfect. Splendid. Ah yeah, they finished this platform. That's nice. So I will be moving housing, district center and stuff like that on it. We will move our center a little bit off on the lake. And this will be farmland and everything else that we will need. Yeah, and this one we are going to deepen more. So we are not going to build anything more here. Hopefully I will not forget about that. So we have that deep bad water pump. Ah, yeah, we need to finish this medium tank. We need to produce more gears. But first, let's fill up the storage with the planks completely and then we can do it. We can switch to gears after that. And a few last kohlrabis are being gathered. They will be from now on the corn diet. Hopefully they will be happy with that, because they have no other choice. As I decided for them. Okay. Last two kohlrabis I see on the map and then we are done. Yep. Or are they still gathering somewhere? I don't think so. Okay, let's remove these two farms. They have nothing more to do. Okay, 23 days to go. We have some planks. I think we should keep expanding these platforms. Yeah, let's keep building so we have enough space for construction. And let's open the gear workshop instead of the smelter for a while. And make some gears, at least to build this one medium tank that is waiting for its construction to be done for a very long time now. And we can even start gathering that bad water next season. Oh, there is still some water in that faraway lake, but we don't really need to go there. Only 20 days to go, we'll be fine. Oh, that medium tank is finished, okay. Pause the gear workshop and open the smelter again. Only 15 days to go. Kohlrabis are slowly being emptied. So we can swap this one, for instance, for the corn rations. We will move the storages and everything too later, but we need to do it one by one, not that, you know, en masse. Slow and steady. And let's remove these small water tanks. We'll not need them anyways. We are the big boys now. We have a big, large water tanks that we will be using exclusively. And then when we grow the population a little bit, we can still be growing the kohlrabis here throughout the drought, it seems. and probably on this island again, but for now I stopped that. But after this drought will end, we will need at least these 4 pumps to be running for some time. Preferably we can even add 5th pump. So we can pump quicker. Pump it. Look at that. So many oak trees. But I forget to make them, you know, designate them to be chopped down. Mark them for chopping down. Otherwise it would be only like a decoration. And let's go and try having only 1 lumberjack. As our storage with logs is constantly full, so that's a good sign. Let's try doing it with 1 lumberjack, if that will be enough. And maybe later we should redo this irrigation to put it somewhere in the middle. That will be more efficient than having these 2. But still, it works. It's just a little bit more micromanaging. Okay, we have that 5th pump built. Nice. Even the inventors are running, so we have more science. I know that I wanted to unlock something, but I didn't have science for it. I will check it out later. I don't know what it was. Okay, it seems that we are still quite alright with just 1 lumberjack. That's good to know. And just 2.5 days to go. And the drought will be over. And we survived without an incident. And we still have 7,000 water, but we need to replenish that fast. Especially if the, you know, the temperate season will be short. Okay, 1 day to go. We've done it. So far the longest drought for us, 71 days. I'm paranoid. I'm now saving every few minutes just in case. And look at that, we have so much corn. So much corn. They are not even doing anything because all the storages are full. And the drought is over. And we are holding 800 corn rations. The blueberries went down a little bit, so let's unpause the gatherer flag. And as soon as we get water here inside, we can start pumping again. So most of our industry, I'm going to even pause the builders, I think. Or maybe the farmers, we can pause the farmers. We can pause farmers. We can pause farmers and let's keep the lumber mill going, but builders, I want inventors to be running, so let's lower the builders by 2. And that way we have now 5 pumps will be running. So that should be enough to replenish the stockpile. If not, we will activate these 3 pumps up north. Right, pumps running. Cycle 22 begins. And I will be ending this episode here. So we've done a lot, I think, in this episode. We finished that bad water pump. Finished the walls here. Moved our blueberries on a new island. That's perfect. And even prepared these platforms that we will be building our future city on top of it. With the storages, water tanks and everything. And we will keep the land for the food and trees, as the land is really precious here. On these tiny islands all over the map. So yeah, that's the plan, what we will be doing. We started growing corn, and that's amazing how much food we have just from this little island here. Way better than the kohlrabi, that's for sure, because we need to process it. It's a little bit more expensive, but much more efficient and good for us. The trees, we have plenty of trees. I will probably not be planting any new forest anytime soon, at least not for now. We will need way bigger population for that to happen. And that's it for now, and we can hold a 10,000 water. We will be going much higher next episode. Very soon. I want to grow that population, so I will be going for that 15,000 water storage, and then I will add another breeding pod. But that's it for now. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed this. Please subscribe and push that like button, and I will see you in the next one. Have a nice day, and bye bye.